Well, I'm stuck in Asia with a one-way ticket.
90.3 The
You
Rock,
see my Uncle
WUTK FM is what
Tell
you
him
are
to stick
tuned
it
to.
for a while.
Both Todd and Julia are in studio now, fresh from their, I guess, 6 hours ago, Blue Plate special down in the big room down there at the Square Room on Market Square. How do?
Howdy do.
Julia, welcome to East Tennessee. You're back to East Tennessee, I guess.
Yeah.
We're very proud to have you here. Her latest CD, the one that Todd hooked us up with, through manager Barry Schweiner, who we'd like to take a minute to thank. If we don't, we'll hear from him. It's called I Wrote These, and she did, I guess, didn't you? And, and it's really, really cool stuff. Just a really, really fine CD that we're having a lot of fun playing around here, and we're just very happy to have you as part of this benefit show tonight and here at WUTK. And from what I understand, you got a little legion, not a little, but a growing legion of fans here in Knoxville as well, who are discovering the joys of the ukulele, I guess, as you did not too many years ago, right?
Yeah, only like 2 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, you've been a musician per se, I guess, for quite a few years, I guess. You know, I mean, you were born into a musician family. You didn't have much of a choice, did you?
That is true. I've been taking piano lessons since I was like 7.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, how does that relate to the ukulele? What's harder?
Piano is way harder.
I'm sure a lot more strings involved. So, you live in, where do you live now? New York City? Where do you call home?
Oh, Rochester, New York.
Rochester.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. One of the big things about Julie Nunes that a lot of folks get exposed to you, I guess, for the first time is all of your YouTube stuff, right?
Yeah.
And who knows? This may end up on YouTube here sometime soon. So we'll see. But again, the CD is called I Wrote These. And do you have copies of these tonight by chance that you'll be selling? Very, very cool. Very, very cool. How about before we go any further, getting you to crank that ukulele up, dude? How about it?
Turn it to 12.
You got it. Can you do us one? What you going to do? And tear into it while you're at it. What you going to do for us?
I think I'm going to do a song that I wrote called Maybe I Will.
Very cool. Julia Nunes live on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV, The Rock Unplugged.
This bed is so hot I cannot get the covers off. They stick to me like leather seats in cars at 80,000 degrees. Did you leave something behind? It looked like nothing at the time. Now you fear that it's too late. They just can't believe that there is nothing between you and me. I'd rather plead the fifth than talk about the girl you're still in love with. Or did you leave something behind? It looked like nothing at the time. Now you fear that it's too late. But I don't know what I was expecting to find. Am I losing my mind?
Great stuff. Julia Nunes live in studio with, I do believe, the leadoff track. Am I right? I wrote these. Maybe I will. The leadoff track, right?
Yeah,
I'm not done with you yet, ladies. Stick out there.
You're going nowhere.
Backing away.
The song that's doing really well for us is Pen to Paper that people are really enjoying. So you wrote these. You put pen to paper. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you write a whole lot of songs. Do you write those on a piano mainly, or is it? I mean, how do you guitar? How does your songwriting process evolve?
It's usually lyrics first, and then well, like with pen to paper, I just couldn't finish a song.
Yeah.
So it follows a relationship from like the beginning with infatuation and all that, and then hatred at the end because I just couldn't finish the song. I have no writing process, I guess.
Right. Just when it hits you, it hits you. Huh?
Yeah.
Very cool. Tell us a little bit, too, about, I read this interesting story. Since today's Friday and our 80s show is on this evening from 10 to midnight, Molly Ringwald, who, of course, is a legend of 80s movies, if you will, apparently a fan of yours. Tell us that story. That's pretty cool.
I don't know. I was watching Good Morning America, and Molly Ringwald was like, oh, yeah, no, I recently started playing ukulele because this girl, Julie Nanes, really inspired. I was like, shut up. You shut up right now, Molly Ringwald. You stop it right away. And I got like a MySpace message from her, too, being like, hey, if you're ever out in California, please, contact me and I'll show you around. Ha!
There you go.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to go to California right now.
I mean, I was going to say, you got a gig hooked up out there. Get her to hook you up with some gigs. Maybe you can do some dueling ukuleles. Excuse me. You think Molly's up to that par yet?
Oh, I hope so.
And tell us a little bit, too. Again, your YouTube stuff is just huge. I mean, it's pretty amazing. The whole process of and I know, and I'm not going to date us. Everybody knows how young Todd and I are, but we've seen this whole evolutionary process going from cassette demos back in the day to now getting everything out on YouTube and whatever. Has it surprised you what the exposure from YouTube and has brought? I mean, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean...
Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald. I mean, there's just no way I would have been able to do anything that I've done without being able to reach out the way I can with YouTube or the internet in general.
Yeah, and one other quick question I'll ask you, and again, Julia, is it Nunes or Nunez?
Nunes.
Good,
like
that's
tunes.
what I thought. I thought so. Darn you, Molly. And Julia Nunes here live in studio along with Todd Steed by her side. They're part of the big radioactive fundraiser down at Barley's this evening. Tell us a little bit about one of your idols, I guess, or at least music guys you listen to quite a bit apparently, but who also discovered you and then said, I want you to come up and some gigs for me, and that's the Mighty Ben Folds.
Yeah, I love Ben Folds.
Yeah, talk about a cool songwriter.
Yeah, really, and a lot of songs.
Yeah.
The guy's like, I don't know how old he is, but he's got like 1 million CDs out, and they're still good. I did a cover of one of his songs, and he, I think might have just Googled himself and found me.
He'll never tell you that, but
I don't know. And then that was last summer. I opened for 4 shows, and then like a month ago, he texted me because we're buds. We text.
Yeah.
And he was playing in Rochester, which is my hometown, and he was like, "Hey, you could come play in my set if you want."
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Very cool.
I drove right after my classes, and then had to come back the next day. I wrote an essay while my friend Bryce drove back to school.
That's what friends are for,
Yeah.
Before we shift gears here into Mr. Steed, tell folks out there in the listening land how they can find out more about you, your YouTube, your website, your MySpace, all that stuff.
Well, my name is Julia Nunes, Nunes,
there
and
you
I have pretty much everything that you're supposed to have. I have YouTube, which is probably the most fun stuff, but then there's also MySpace. I'm on Facebook.
All right.
I have a website. Just type in my name. Or honestly, if you type in ukulele, I'll be one of the first things to come up.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Considering that you are the 2007 Bushman World Ukulele Video Contest Grand Champion, right?
Oh, and a judge for 2008.
Ooh, was that part of the prize?
Yeah, I guess so.
And a T-shirt. Cool. Julia Nunes live in studio and on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. Again, the record is called I Wrote These. They still call them records, don't they? Tomorrow's National Record Store Day. I'm going to call it a record. It's called I Wrote These, and you can pick it up tonight down at Barley's, and I'm sure you can go to our website and find out where to get it as well. And
it's on iTunes.
there you go.
There
on
we
iTunes.
go.
Very,
Hey-ho.
very cool stuff. Great stuff. Mr. Steed, you want to step up? And we got a lot to talk about, too, brother. I'm telling you, Todd Steed in the
Well, I
house.
really have nothing to say about any of this.
Well, then we're going to make you sing about all of this. Then.
Okay.
Man, we haven't even had you in since Eskimo Hair was released.
Yeah,
I don't think we've all been so crazy busy.
it's been a crazy year, my
It
friend.
has. You've a lot of good things though. A lot of things. You got to go to the Olympics last summer, and
I did. I was a little disappointed. I thought that you could just show up and compete, but apparently there's some real elitist process controlled by the man, and I couldn't even get in the Olympics, man. I got to watch. They let me watch the games, and but I sat next to a gold medal winner at the airport. That was pretty thrilling, actually. But I was hoping to be in archery, something that the unfit could just come in there and like rake up on.
Yeah.
But apparently, there were some trials, and I missed them. I was busy. I was watching Lost that week.
oh yeah, damn commies! I tell you, man.
Benny Smith, all
Politically incorrect. What a great record, man. Eskimo Hair. I mean, just
thank you.
absolutely amazing, and probably as diverse a record you think as you've ever done as far as influence and musical influences and sounds. And I mean, it's just, there's everything on there, man. You put a lot of yourself into it, number one, didn't you?
Yeah, and in the old days, I sort of would create characters and hide behind them, or exaggerate things to the point where you couldn't really tell what was going on. But on this one, I just figured, oh well, it's time to tell the truth. What are they gonna? No one's gonna sue me, and if they don't buy the record, then they can join the rest of America. I'm not afraid.
You don't have Doug Meach to distract everybody either, so.
Doug Meach was not on that record, unfortunately.
No.
He'll be on the next one.
Cool.
But no, it was real. I've gotten to the point now where I just want to write exactly what I'm thinking and feeling, and stripping away anything else, and that's what it was. And it's definitely separated like the fans into two groups. I always wondered which, who were the real fans, and then there was that we'll go with you up until that, and then we're going to stop right there.
Right. Well,
That's okay.
We're fans of all, man, of both of you, I guess you could
Both
say.
of us, but the split personalities.
One of the things I think that, of course, you worked here on campus, of course, now with AC Entertainment and their
Yep.
artist management group,
Yeah.
I guess, which is a very cool thing.
It's fun.
That AC's doing. But the fact that you did go abroad quite a bit, not just for the Olympics with the AC part, but here at UT, I mean, a lot of that shows up on this disc, doesn't it?
Yeah, years ago I'd written an entire. And it's not available anywhere. But I wrote an entire record called "Songs of Lovely Bogor," which is obviously commercial title there. And it was all about living in Indonesia. The year that Stam and I lived in Indonesia, and it was just really horrible. So I kept the two best songs off that record, and just whenever I'd go overseas, I would just sort of write down little notes. And of course, earlier I did records that were all about East Tennessee or the South or whatever. And I thought, well,
yeah.
I've been other places too. I should write about those and misrepresent them as well.
And you did a fine job misrepresenting the rest of the world, I might add.
Thank you. It was a lot of work. It was a lot easier than getting in the Olympics, I'll tell you that.
Apparently, man.
Those people.
We're so proud, and thank you for being part of the big Radioactive benefit concert at Barley's tonight. What version of the Sons of Fear? Who's going to be on stage with you tonight? Let's just put it at
Well,
that.
Benny, I'm glad you asked me that because the band has evolved actually throughout today.